Here is a complete list of what Biden has ruined in under 7 months. Number 10, he picked Kamala and has been covering for Hunter his entire life. And that could be number 1. I placed it at 10 because this is even worse. The President of the United States, or so he says, falling up the stairs not once, not twice, but 3 times. You don't think other nations are watching that? This could be the time to try to take United States out. Notice this accent could be any country. It is hard to tell which villain is doing this. Number 8, he cannot speak without going blank. And when he finally lights up with what he was supposed to say, he is so proud of himself. It is sad. The 7th worst thing Biden does, he focused on the woke BLT movement and their flags instead of focus on the important things. Focusing on what color flags to fly around the world is a luxury item. If you're really focused on national security, your enemies, danger, war, you're not worried about what other flag. You're only worried about the red, white, and blue flag and making sure that stands proudly under attack. The 6th worst thing Biden did, he brought hateful athletes to our very own White House to lecture us on why we are a horrible country to not just the LGBTs, but also to women. The 5th worst thing Biden did is to our economy by locking down our small businesses, by raising the gas prices, by shutting down pipelines, inflating our dollars, by printing more money, by keeping people on unemployment, dangling that carrot for them to stay on the couch with stimulus money and not go back to work while overspending the whole time. The 4th worst thing was lied that George Floyd happened due to racism.
It was a murder in the full light of day, and it ripped the blinders off for the whole world to see. The systemic racism.
George Floyd did get put safely in a cop car. He did resist arrest, ended up passed away. Even the court did not find that was due to racism, but Joe Biden did, further dividing us within our own country. Number 3, jailing U.S. citizens concerned that Biden wasn't elected properly. We all know the people that went into the Capitol, took selfies, and left are not the biggest criminals the United States has ever known. Indeed, the BLM riots and the Antifa terrorism that happened for 9 months prior would have been a great group of people to throw in jail, but no. Instead, the Biden regime has singled out a couple hundred, mainly white guys who took selfies, took pictures, and left, and is now ruining their life, their family, their jobs, their chance to ever be free, and calling them falsely terrorists. And our citizens stay political prisoners in jail thanks to the Biden regime, and I hope you'll help bring awareness that we need to let those people out. These are not huge terrorists. Not that Biden really cares about terrorists. He's importing them. The number 2 worst thing Biden has done is left our southern border completely open. Did you know it is not just our friendly Mexican friends coming across the southern border? And they're not just Hondurans or Guatemalans. They have caught people from the Middle East and Africa coming in through the southern border. All it takes is a flight to Mexico City and a donkey ride, and now you too can rush the border. What is the purpose of that? Why not keep the border as secure as possible so we know who's coming and going? We have great immigration in the United States, but during a pandemic where we're going to harass our own citizens about vaccines, masks, and passports, why would we want an open southern border? So then what is the worst thing Biden has done? Afghanistan. It is not just that Afghanistan is a problem. It's how weak we look to our enemies. It's how weak we look to China. It's how weak we look to Europe. It's how we don't look like leaders anymore. It's how bad we should feel when we see our country leaving thousands, 20, 50, 70,000 U.S. citizens behind. That is not the America you think of in the movies or when you think of those helicopters coming over the ridge and, oh, your heart just melts because you're going to get rescued. Not with Biden. Now, the criticism you're going to get from people is, well, Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan. Here's the answer to that. The analogy is someone that needs to go to the bathroom. There are 2 ways to go to the bathroom. The way Biden goes to the bathroom is he goes, sits on the toilet, has a nice long poop, and then he pulls his pants off. The correct order is to pull your pants down first and then do that. What we're saying is not that we should stay in Afghanistan or not. It's that Biden doesn't know the proper order. So he sits on the toilet, goes to the bathroom, then removes his pants. That is what Biden did. What a smart person would have done is just what you would do. When you go to close your local bagel shop, Do you send all the employees home, let a few criminals in, then lock the door? No. You slowly let your customers out one at a time, set the alarm, and leave. You lock the door, you close up the shop. That is the correct order.